Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. This is just a quick video I'm putting up of a piece that I did. I was starting out on a canvas board that I had already thrown some leftover blue and black on. And I started painting a face, and I just was using white paint. And as you're going to see here, I kind of leave her face pretty white. I was going for a darker kind of canvas, but as I continued on doing it, it does change a bit. Um, a lot of people art journal when they are in moods or, you know, need to have some help. So I was just doing a background. I was not having a very good day. So I was just, playing around. And as you can see, I'm just using my paintbrush and white paint. And I'm going in and I'm putting some of the squiggles in for some texture and that kind of thing. And then I get tired of that because I don't think that's going to work exactly how I want it. So I paint it all in white. And what I was going for was white and grays, but did not end up that way. So I'm just using white paint and I'm putting it in there all over. It looks like a heat miser in white. And then I'm going in and just drawing some with my some swirls with my paintbrush, which is a great way to get texture. And now I'm kind of drawing where I want the bangs at. But it's a great thing for to get texture. If you don't have molding paste, you just kind of, scratch in with your pen or paintbrush, and you'll get great, some texture in there that otherwise you wouldn't get. Now I'm just adding some hair down on the bottom. And when I was looking at it, when I was doing it, I was going to make it into a poodle because of the hair, but I didn't. And I know a lot of you don't like me doing these speed throughs. You guys like me talking through it as I do it, and I will be starting those again. Um, but lately, these are just things that I've just been sitting down doing, and I throw on the camera. I have so many videos um, that I haven't even. Now, this is the portrait light face color. This is when I decided to change her up a little bit. But I have a lot of videos that I've done like this on my in my on my computer that I've not put up because the end result was not what I wanted, or I talked through the whole way, and maybe I talked about stuff that I was like, who the heck is going to want to hear this? So that's when I will start start speeding through. So I just am using the Bambi Brown with a small paintbrush, and I just dotted the eyes and the nose where they're going to go, and drew the lips. Again, I'm not worrying how even or how on point anything is. I'm just kind of doing it. I'm giving her big lips today. You see, I'm just coloring it in with the Bambi Brown because, like I said, I wanted to stay like grays and blacks, and then I did a little bit of her face with color, and I was like, well, let me just go like, basic neutral color, and that's what I ended up with, as you will see as we continue. I'm just drawing on the eyes, and you'll see I go over this many times, many times. You can see the eyes are off, so I wet my brush to take off some of the paint. That's how I do it. I've showed you guys so many times in my videos, not to get worried when you're using acrylic painting. As long as it's not dry, wet your brush, take it back, and wipe it off, and go again. And I do that quite a bit in here. And I just did my eyes, and made the eyelids I'm doing now, and that kind of thing. Very normal Kelly stuff. Nothing fantastic. And then some eyebrows. And like I said, I want to keep the features, for the most part, light. In this light tan brown color. I'm just doing the bridge of the nose just very lightly. And then I go back and tap it down a little bit just to take some of the excess paint off and to lighten it just a little bit. And now I'm using my favorite, Granny Smith Martha Stewart Craft in satin. Favorite color. I use it all the time. I love it. Now back to the Bambi Brown that I'm going to trace her green eyes with to make them a bit hazel, brown hazel. And now I'm taking off some of that line that I have going to close the eye. I'm kind of taking it off because I don't want it so sharp. So I'm just going back in with my paint, my face paint, and going underneath and taking it off. It's the best way I find to do it. And make sure you try to dry for the most part in between. Now what I did was I wrote, and the day came when the risk to remain tight in the bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. By Nice Nin, who I absolutely love. So I just wrote it down on paper and glued it down with no idea where the heck I was going. It's just the I don't know, the quotes that just kept showing up that day, and I just wanted to rock with it. You know, roll with it, rock with it, whatever way you want to say it. Now I just am taking some Blue Bird, is the color, or no, it's not Blue Bird, it's Cyan Blue from Liquitex. And I'm just going in with my fingers and my paintbrush, and I'm just going over. Now, I wrote, one of my favorite pens is the Pentel Finito, extra fine, porous point, and it dries permanent. As you see, I'm throwing paint and glue and everything on top of that, and that stuff don't move. It is one of my favorite pens to use in my mixed media, to draw with, or to doodle with, or to do whatever you want with, really. And I'm just going over all in between, because obviously that's the hair in between. And then I'm like, why don't you just turn it over, Cal, so it's closer to you and easier to do? Why, okay, I guess I will. And I did, and it was, and there we are. So you can see just same old, painting in the hair. No idea, this was just a random thing I sat down and was playing with. So I'm showing you the small brush. Obviously, it's a little bit too fast for you to see because I wasn't planning on doing it fast, but again. And then I'm just taking some light pink, which is by Liquitex Basics. I love using this. It's light portrait pink, but I love the Liquitex Basics because they're always on sale, and you really get big paints. And look, for art journaling and all that kind of thing, they're fantastic. I don't see why you have to spend more money, if you don't have it. Always buy the cheap, whatever you can afford, and roll with it. Now, these are just rub-ons, which are my favorite things in the world. I love rub-ons. And I just did that on top of her forehead. And what I liked is the little boopy in the bottom, because I'm going to put a little boopy there. And I'm just doing a green rhinestone that's a heart. And, they have the little stickers on the back, and that's all I was doing. Now I'm taking my Pigma, my Micron archival ink from Pigma. It's 08 is the size, and the color is, I cannot see. It's a 0.5. I don't know. It come up black. So that must be, it's black. And I can't see today. And I'm just tracing out everything. The lips, just to trace them out. And now I'm using I'm being obsessed with my jelly rolls. And I'm using, you can see I'm putting it in the eye as well. I'm using orange. The glittery orange. And now I'm taking my small brush back, and I'm taking just a little bit of the tan color again. And I'm, kind of smudging it out. But I did tons of little accents with the jelly roll in the metallic orange. It's delicious. Now I'm just doing a little bit of eyelashes because I told you guys I'm going to start doing eyelashes. So by the end of the year, I can be a pro at doing eyelashes. So I'm just doing a little bit of that. No big deal. Not perfect, not fantastic, but it's me doing it. So I'm just taking a little bit of the bubblegum pink in the dilutions, and I'm going back and just adding some pieces and swirls and all that fun stuff, as you can see. And that's really all, that this is really to do. It's just the point of, I just wanted to throw, I was going to put flowers all in her hair. I had out a bunch of flowers, and I was going to put them all in her hair and everything, but I'm going to save that for a different video. And my Pitt pen, my big Pitt pen, I loved putting it under there. I etched out the bottom of the face a little bit more and smeared it out. And now I have my white Pitt pen. And I wipe off the point so it doesn't stay icky.